When President Lincoln delivered his famous address here in Gettysburg on November the 19th, 1863, he promised government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Today, ICT is at the forefront of delivering government services to the people of the USA.
Across the country, states are delivering a number of different services online. Some states deliver more than 1,300 different government services online. The state of Utah, for example, 1,260 services are able to be accessed online, compared to Connecticut, for example, where we have less than 100 available online. So there's a tremendous growth curve available to many states where services can be provided using the internet, using data sharing, broadband to deliver services much more effectively than they currently are.
Well, the world has changed. We're a 24-hour society, but we don't have a 24-hour town hall. So we try to make resources available to folks via the internet. We also have a limited amount of staff here. So if we can answer questions and concerns over the internet, that's a fantastic thing. We haven't seen a huge amount of traffic diverted from the actual people, from the brick and mortar building to online. People want that connection with their government. They want to talk to a person, and that's fine. So it hasn't been a huge savings for money or time or resources. It really hasn't.
Part of this is actually saving costs, but part of it is future cost avoidance. So if we invest a little bit of money now, or use the current service or the current tools that we have available to us, use them more effectively now, then in the future we avoid a whole bunch of different costs that we might otherwise incur.
My predecessor served for 10 years. I've been in for 3. He said that when he came in, there were no computers in this office. We have no IT department here in town hall. When I took office, there were 5 desks in this office, as there are now, and there were 5 different DSL accounts set up. It was, so there's really no infrastructure. It does take money to do that. And when you look at expending taxpayer dollars, taxpayers don't really care how fast or efficient my email is unless I'm answering their email. But in general, what they want are their roads paved and their sidewalks done and their ball fields mowed. That's what they care about. So you really have to balance. It's easier to do in good times, but in hard times, we get by as best we can. If the federal government or state government could help us with either grants or resources, if they had a team that could come in and take care of it for us, I'd be open to that also. I mean, certainly any help we could get, we'd be very open to.
President Barack Obama's new administration has really done a lot at the federal level with eGovernment. In fact, one of their recent reports estimated that they'd saved over $1 billion, saved or avoided over $1 billion in expenditures by using eGovernment. And they've put a great deal of data available online, improving transparency. The Stimulus Act, for example, had unprecedented transparency. Citizens were able to go online and view exactly how each dollar of the Stimulus Act was being spent on individual projects. You could see the map where it was going in your community and find out how the money was being spent. So in terms of transparency, in terms of accountability for how money is spent, that certainly is a terrific tool for making sure everyone minds their manners.
On our website, you'll see File a 311 report. You can click on that and you can email any question you have, and it comes to this office. And if we need to send it off to a different department, we do that. But it really is sort of a central location where someone can ask a question. It really has been, I won't say that it's been wildly successful, but it has been successful. For me to implement something, it has to go through all these layers. I have to go to a board of finance, then I have to go to the town council. And so you've got 20 people who've all got to weigh in on this. And that's not always easy. Everyone has a different idea. And so that's why the wheels of government grind very slowly.
We're not going to move everything to e-government overnight, but certainly over the course of time, as adoption rates increase, as people become more comfortable with the tools that are available, as their familiarity levels increase with with the internet and with all the different applications and tools that are available, then I think that we will grow naturally into a society that leverages the potential of e-government more fully.
This is Guy Daniels for the Connected States of America in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.